Alright, here's my audience. Hey guys. What that was. Alright. Has anyone in the room ever had or been diagnosed with a concussion before? If so, what was it like? What was your experience like? Anybody?
I don't remember it. It was so bad. I blacked out. I don't remember anything.
It was foggy for a long time.
It was foggy during hockey?
Yeah.
It was foggy for a while? Okay. Alright. A concussion is a mild form of traumatic brain injury, or TBI, caused by a bump, blow, or jolt to the head. A concussion can also be caused by violent movement or jarring of the head or neck. According to the NeuroTracker team, the most common ways to get a concussion consists of direct head trauma, whiplash, falling, explosions, mainly in military and law enforcement, obviously, hopefully at least. And weirdly enough, just spinning your head too hard and abruptly. Concussions have become a more serious matter in sports and everyday life since everyone is more aware of them and what they do to a person in short and long term. Quick fact, in the U.S., athletes suffer from roughly 300,000 concussions a year. Which I did not know, that's crazy. I will first explain to you what a concussion is and the most common ways to get one. But first, I'll give a few more facts that I thought were pretty interesting. According to UPMC Sports Medicine, 5 out of 10 concussions go unreported or undetected. Another fact, girls soccer and basketball see the second and third most concussions of all high school sports, which I also did not know. That's kind of surprising. But
It's soccer for sure.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so competitive. Oh, yeah.
Heading.
And then high school football is consistently shown in studies to be the sport with the greatest proportion of concussions at 47.1% and highest concussion rate, according to Jacob from Prevocus.com. Now I will discuss how concussions affected my life in general. I have had 2 concussions diagnosed, and most likely a few more that I have never had reported. The ones that I remember and that really made the symptoms come to life were during football in high school. To get rid of the everlasting symptoms, I went to see Dr. Simkovich, who started the Simkovich Cranial Institute in Pittsburgh. He did it for a lot of the Steelers and a lot of NFL guys and college players in Pennsylvania and stuff.
Change people's lives.
Yeah. He is the first to use his CMT, or cranial movement therapy, to actually cure a concussion injury instead of just waiting for it to heal over time. In my case, my left eye was actually down like this, that I never even realized it until I went, and he pushed up on the top of my mouth and popped it to where now my eye is level and I can actually read perfectly now. I used to be really slow when I read, and it would be like this. I couldn't track fast enough, and so now it does, and I can actually read fast and remember it.
And both your eyes are open, almost the same.
Yeah, and because one squints.
Your left one was always squinty.
Mm-hmm. And my buddy Steele that went with me, he also had he played running back, so his was he just kept getting hit in the top of the head and stuff, and so his skull was pushed down from getting hit so many times, and he pushed up like this and popped it open. His crown, and sorry about that, and it immediately let fluids back inside his brain, and it was like this huge sensation he felt. It was crazy whenever he told us. But my honestly, I think mine started when I was a little kid. Whenever I fell off a fake tree in my friend's house, and that's where I got a huge gash. And I never even realized I could be a concussion until I went to see him.
Golf ball in your skull.
Mm-hmm. And so, I go back in July, and then I go back in January to get fixed by him again to hopefully fix it for good. And I'm really excited about that. And if anybody has ever had a concussion, or especially in this class, or has any kind of head trauma, if you want to contact me and I can get you his number, I'd be happy to give it to you because I have his card and everything. Because it's definitely going to change my life and it could change yours too. So I just want to put that out there. Do I have any questions for anybody?
Whenever he, so what is it that makes, you said your buddy felt a sensation. What caused the sensation he felt when they popped and let fluid in? What caused that sensation?
Well, whenever a concussion is whenever all the joints in your skull gets pushed together and it jams up and it doesn't allow the fluid that goes into your brain and through the rest of your body to flow, which causes all like the symptoms you get from concussions.
Cerebral spinal fluid.
Yeah, cerebral spinal fluid. That's
How
right.
How many joints in your skull do you have?
7. Yeah, 7. Any other questions? No? All right. Thank you.